Hey, and we're back.
We're back!
Welcome to another Facebook Live presentation of The Bullpen with Nick Vitrano and myself, Matt C. What are you drinking today, Nick?
Coffee, Matt. Although it's reminiscent of a lager, like a, I don't know anything about beer. Maybe like a Guinness.
I got a cool, crisp agua in my hands. Cheers.
Cheers to you as well.
Let's talk some brewers.
And ice cold water. Well, Matt, if I had told you prior to the series that we would be hopping off the plane at LAX with a dream and a cardigan and the series tied 1-1.
I was hoping that reference wouldn't be made.
This is all so crazy. Everybody looks so famous. That will be interesting to see tonight, the crowd shots of the Dodgers crowd versus your Milwaukee Brewers crowd.
Yeah,
It'll be decidedly different.
We had Front Row Amy, and we had Marlins Man, which I think threw a lot of people off. Why was there a Marlins fan sitting in the front row with a neon orange jersey? And was that a Tony the Tiger hat?
Yeah, I believe so. They're great.
It's because that's where we got Christian Yelich. But a lot of people on social media couldn't understand why a Marlins fan was there.
Yeah.
But that's why. But yeah, you're going to have all the celebrities.
Really, at this point,
LA.
though, I mean, if you want to buy a ticket, go ahead.
Now,
feed the beast.
For those that saw the first session of the Bullpen, I know you want to know, did you successfully clean the sweatshirt you were wearing on Friday?
I did.
In time for Saturday's game where you were live in attendance?
We had enough darks that needed to be washed along with it, so we turned it inside out. We washed it, we dried it, we hung it up in my own personal locker, and it was ready to go for game time. It didn't help, which has forced an interesting scenario. I went sweatshirt, jersey during the course of the DS, and that was win-win-win. Right. So now that I've gone win-loss with the sweatshirt, I had to retire that, and you would think in favor of the jersey, but I decided to just wipe the slate clean, to just go with an undershirt, basically. I don't even know if this is really an outfit to me.
As Christian Yelich said, hey, 12 wins in a row was nice, but now we get to start a new winning streak. Maybe it starts with this.
It's a 5-game series now, Matt, or a 3-game series, if you will. Yep. Let's win that series, and then you come home, win the mini 2-gamer at home, giddy up. Or, let's just end it there. I'm fine with showering a visiting locker room.
Were you fine? Were you fine on Saturday with the decision to pull Wade Miley when they did?
Yes.
Me too.
Because that's how you got there. This is your identity as a team, and at that point, you're playing with house money. You wanted 5 from Wade. He got you 5 2/3, and I'm fine with a quick hook because you don't know. It's the best offense in the National League. And so you get a guy on base. You wanted 5 from Wade. You have Corbin sitting there. You've got Burns ready to go, who has been your go-to lights out for 2+ innings.
He's been so good.
The plan was perfect.
Yeah.
That's what bothered me about the analysis at the end of Friday night, and then the criticism on Saturday about how the bullpen was managed or what Craig did with the pitching staff. It was perfect. It was laid out perfectly in front of you. You got what you needed from Miley. You then had Burns, and then you shut it down with Knebel, who was outstanding. The plan was perfect. The execution obviously didn't work.
But a lot of people freaked out because they're still in that mindset of we need a traditional 6 innings from a pitcher or go as long as he can. He only had 74 pitches when they pulled Wade Miley.
I mean, he had gas.
And a lot of people forgot, apparently, that this is how we got here.
Right.
The regular season, this is how Craig Counsell, especially down the stretch, month of September, that's all he did.
Yep.
Give me 3, 4, 5 innings, and then you're out.
And you're good.
I don't want you going multiple times through these lineups.
No, it was.
So it made sense to me, but I got so many text messages from buddies who just, why would you pull Miley? Why would you put Corbin Burns in? Well, because he's been outstanding.
Yep.
And it should have worked.
It should have worked.
It just didn't.
It didn't.
It would have set up beautifully for that to work, but it didn't.
Yeah, it was set up perfectly. And, ultimately, though, in the end, all that aside, excuse me, Brewer fever is...
it's real.
Yeah,
it's
real.
It's
real, people. It settles right in here.
It's a great song, but what they don't tell you in the song is it can kill you.
Yeah, you get up to about a 104.
They just don't tell
it.
They just
forget
don't
it. Your whole system starts shutting down. So we're rebooting still. The thing that, all the pitching aside, it's just kind of the baseball law of averages. And I hate to say that because great teams are great and blah, blah, blah. But you had a 12-game winning streak. You had an unhittable bullpen. You have a lot of things that are coming that the law of averages just suggests it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And not even for you. It's the best offense in the National League. They're going to get 5 runs. This is what they do. They tattoo you throughout the game. They wait. They're patient. Second time through, third time through. Get to the bullpen. This is LA's identity as well. And you forget sometimes as you go through and put the heat on yourself that on the other side of the equation are, I hate they get paid too, but they do, and this is their identity. This is what they've done all season to teams, including the Milwaukee Brewers. So the game did not play out unlike I think everybody expected. It's just a crusher when you've got the 3-run lead.
You could have been up 2-0 in this series.
And truthfully, in the end, pitching aside, it was set up in multiple innings for your superstars to do what you need them to do.
Right.
For Kane, Yelich, Braun to do what you need them to do. Runners in scoring position for Kane, Yelich, Braun. It was set up, bottom of the ninth, was set up for your MVP. Kane fans at a bad one, Yelich grounds out.
Yeah.
It was still set up to be perfect. You still had your chance.
Yeah.
And so as deflating as it is, I think you zoom out a little bit and you just go, man, this is a heck of a series. This is a heck of a series.
Well,
and now you reset.
Here in the bullpen, we like to bring in special guests.
Mm-hmm.
We like to make calls to the bullpen. We're going to call in veteran righty, sports director, Mark Daniels. Let's welcome Mark Daniels to the bullpen.
Gotta have you, Mark. Gotta have you, buddy. Yes.
Hey!
Gotta have you.
Mark Daniels.
Hey, Big Mark. Hey,
Mark
1-2, 1-2.
Daniels.
Hey. Here we go now, 1-2. Just throw strikes now, Mark. Come on now, Mark. Strikes.
Better.
Hey, throw some strikes.
Welcome to the
Don't nibble.
bullpen.
Hey, good to be here.
So,
My
your
arm's killing me today.
initial thoughts on the first 2 games of the series?
Very entertaining, very taut, very intense. Great atmosphere at Miller Park. It was just great baseball. You hung on for one, coughed up one. It's going to be that kind of a series.
Now, you've been in this business a long, long time. Is this the best set you've ever been a part of?
It's pretty good.
Right?
Yeah.
Got an animal
well
line coming in too.
Well decorated. Yeah.
Hey.
Maybe tomorrow's episode.
Oh, all right.
You never know. We got a lot of baseball left. It's a series. You don't want to blow it all at once.
Exactly. But you're right. This series, it's neck and neck, and it just has this feel of every game's going to be close. Every game is coming down to the 9th. And that's playoff baseball, right? I mean, that's what you want.
If you're watching baseball, and fans of baseball understand, every pitch is edge of your seat stuff. Over 162 games, you can kind of sit back and just absorb it. But in the playoffs, you're like this because you never know.
Yeah.
This could be the one. That's a long ball, or guy gets drilled and it's done for whatever it could be.
Yeah.
Just fantastic theater.
Well, that's the Miley thing too. So Wade's out there. He goes 5 2/3.
Yeah.
Well, then he gives one up. And so it's that mentality. If this is April 12th, you bet. How many pitches does he have? You bet.
Sure.
Let's see how the boy reacts.
Yeah.
You don't have that luxury necessarily, and you just sort of have to manage that way. And it's not just us. They plowed through 8 pitchers. That's just kind of what you do.
What was it, 27 pitchers in 2 games?
Yeah.
It's a lot of pitchers.
All-time record.
A lot of pitchers.
That's-
Hi, Linda.
Hey, Linda. Hey.
Hey,
Hey.
where's the applause?
That's baseball today, though.
Right.
The complete game is now the forgotten statistic.
So you've been covering the Packers as well since birth, since you were in diapers.
I did cover the '82 World Series.
So you've got
Yes. I was
Brewers, Packers tonight. You're going to be at Lambeau Field
Yes.
covering the game. How are you planning to keep track of the Brewers? Smartphone? Just kind
I'm
of...
sure Bill Jartz will belt it
Right.
out.
They're going to give updates.
It's 3rd and 1 from the 28th. And the Brewers lead the Dodgers 3-0.
So you mentioned you covered the...
Bold prediction.
Yeah.
Bold. Mark Daniels says 3-0 Brewers.
You covered the 82 World Series. What are your memories of that?
It was just so cool to be at batting practice. I brought my camera. I still have some photos of myself and Harvey Keene and Whitey Herzog sitting behind the cage before a World Series game, just chewing the chew and spitting it out and kicking dirt. My seats were way down the left field corner in County Stadium, in the mezzanine level.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, the foul pole was right here.
Yeah. That was the old straddle seat.
Yeah.
You
That
had
was
the one.
The auxiliary press box. I wasn't quite good enough or old enough. I was like 22 years old, 23 years old, whatever.
Wow.
To be in the press box. But it was just so much fun.
Yeah.
And never thought I'd get another one. And we're 3 wins away from getting another one.
Let's hope.
The environment was insane. And we just been telling stories and talking. We went in 08. My dad and I went in 08, went to a game in 11.
Yep.
I don't know if it's because the air of recency just makes you think like it's never been like this. It was insane.
Those last two against the Angels. Remember, they were down 3-2. You know,
You were 2-0 in that, or 0-2 in that.
Yeah, so they came back and won the last two in Milwaukee. It was fantastic.
Yeah, it was fun. Driving down in the morning and hooked up right around Sheboygan with this Alaska plate. Like you're driving, you're like, what license plate is that?
This is on Saturday?
This is Saturday morning. Yeah. And finally caught up to the guy and passed him, and there's a handwritten Miller Parker bust.
That's awesome.
Wow.
And so it was great. He had a little Brewers flag like on the other one, and
probably
flying.
left the house right after the Cub game.
But it was
you got the sled
great.
dogs packed up?
Really. Talking about an Iditarod.
Wow. So it was just amazing. They handed out the little rally towels, and I don't know if you can see the picture. I should try to pull up a picture. You get a quick turnaround on that towel. It isn't exactly an 800 thread count or 1200 thread count on this thing. To the point where when you would spin them, it looked like it was snowing inside because the little pellets were coming off.
Really?
And you couldn't see. The sun hit just right that as it was coming through the panels, you're looking at it going, I can't see a stinking thing. What is going on there? And it was all the little towels.
It looked like global warming snow.
It did. It looked like it was snowing.
What are you doing on your phone trying to find the picture?
Trying to find the photo, yeah.
Or are you swiping right on Tinder?
Photo for
good,
now.
Good.
I've got a number of photos. One of my father leaving right after Big Red teed off. That was unfortunate. A typical Joe Vitrano walk. But okay, there you go. So that's the photo inside.
Oh, sure.
And I don't know if you can see that.
Get close.
I don't know if our producers could zoom in on this in the truck, or if you could see that. But
all our producers.
But if the guys in the truck could
just
get a
gave
look
a
at this.
gesture that we can't show on.
Our monitor is out here, so I don't know what you're looking at right now. But if our guys in the truck could get in on that,
that's great
on that. But yeah, it was just amazing. You'd swirl them, and it looked like snow. It was just incredible. So it was fun. Dodgers fans were pretty respectful for the most part.
That's great.
In the stadium, and the atmosphere was just incredible. Cactus League nachos were delicious.
So now it'll be, in L.A. where the seats will be empty for the first 2 innings.
Right.
And then they'll be empty for the last 2 because that's L.A.
Exactly.
That's the way they do it.
Yeah, you come late, you leave early.
There's lots of cameos. There'll be all kinds of Hollywood A-listers in the stands.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing the Lowe family.
Yeah.
Well, our thanks to Sports Director Mark Daniels being our special guest in the bullpen.
Yes.
Right.
Now, before we let you go,
You're the beer.
you are contractually obligated as being a guest on the bullpen to read this aloud for us, please.
Slowly.
I would just like to say what an honor it's been to be in the bullpen with Matt and Nick. You two are ickons in the industry, and I've always looked up to you. You guys are the greatest and are surefire first ballot Hall of Famers.
Wow. Thank you, Mark.
Icons.
I got to tell you.
Thank you, Mark. I didn't see that coming.
That was some of the most sincere compliments I've ever heard on this show.
Enjoy it.
Thank you,
gentlemen.
sir. Wow.
All right.
Thanks for being a part of it.
Unexpected.
Stay loose in the pen.
Stay loose.
Thank you.
Unexpected.
We're trying.
Unexpected.
We're trying. Yeah, we're trying. If Craig could manage us a little bit better.
Hey, that's not it. Guest number 2 is coming up right now.
This is dynamite.
Earle Brooker,
Yes.
another cagey veteran of the industry.
Yes. Savvy veteran presence.
Another member of the bullpen
Sage wisdom.
is joining us, and here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Yep, they like
There it
you
is.
too.
Oh,
There it
they
is.
do. That's.
They like you too.
I was excited to hear that there's going to be some baseball talk because I first thought I was going to be on a show called Laundry Time with Matt and Nick. That's what I.
Well, it's an important thing. You don't mess with the streak, Earl.
Wait. Have you been sitting over there for 5 minutes waiting to drop that line on us?
No longer than that.
So I noticed, speaking of laundry, you're wearing a Packers shirt.
I am.
So you've made your alliance very clear already today.
But I do have blue shorts on, which you may or may not be able to see, depending on what the truck is showing.
I feel like you're reaching.
And
I
so
feel like we're reaching.
I was trying to do like a combo thing.
Yeah,
Clearly-
I don't know that you were.
Clearly, you hate the Brewers, love the Packers.
Not true at
Yeah,
all.
no, I think the outfit speaks for itself.
Got it.
Hope that the Brewers lose is what I'm hearing, non-verbally.
So what are
that
you
were-
what I mean.
what are you going to do tonight? Packers, Brewers. How are you going to watch the
I have
games?
tickets to the game.
Ooh,
And
The Brewers game in LA, you should probably go.
Yeah, I'm going to be a little late.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Flights are pretty quick these
Yeah,
days, but
but no, I actually have a ticket for the Packer game, which I'm not going to utilize.
oh,
So I'll be at home this evening with my remote and have the 2 channels set up and be prepared to switch between last.
how much you want for that ticket?
Well, I don't know. I can.
who's using the ticket?
Right now, nobody. So Nick, you could.
No, I mean not for me, but a guy I know.
Yeah.
Wait, you would go to the Packers game instead of watching?
It really is for a guy I know.
Oh, okay.
Well, we can talk 125. It's all yours.
Yeah, folks, here's your chance. I've never been to Lambeau Field. Here's your chance.
Yeah.
Here's your chance.
That's
Now,
like basically face values.
You are not a die-hard Brewers fan. You like the Brewers.
I like the Brewers, right?
But you were more of a casual, hey, they're winning, that's good. But now this year, you've really taken to this team.
I have. I used to be much more intermittent. I would, be driving in the car. I'd turn the game on WTAQ and be listening and that sort of thing. And once in a while would watch on TV because my middle son and youngest son are both pretty, avid listeners and watchers of that. But this year, it's changed. Working with Matt will rub off on you.
Well,
and
it's
so
unfortunate. There's a lot of drugs for that, but
are there
antibiotics?
You'll have to fill me in on that a little later on.
Stuff helps.
But for this season, I've watched a lot more games. I've listened to a lot more games, and really, really getting into it. I would not say that I'm a bandwagon fan, though. I mean, there's a lot of those, and they're welcome to be on. I was a Brewer fan, or am a Brewer fan, but
just not a big enough fan to buy any of their clothing and wear it into the bullpen.
Yeah, apparently.
Did this appearance surprise you, Earl?
Right.
Were you not aware you were going to be
were
on
told
today?
you were
I believe
gonna
there was
be on.
advance notice that you would be a guest
This
today.
is sort of a slap in the face to me and Nick.
Well, see, I was thinking that the blue shorts would be enough to keep you guys happy, but obviously I was wrong.
Also, I can't see your shorts from here. All I see is Packers green.
Can you at least hold Casey McGee?
Yeah, just touch Casey.
Something.
Just touch Casey.
Just touch Casey. Thank you.
Just,
Now, Earl, we're also, because of the contract you signed prior,
Well, then I'm going to need my glasses to read this.
before you leave, we're going to need you to read this for us.
Get you, I don't know, we can get
Out
you
loud,
by 9:50.
slowly.
See, I really do need to have my glasses, which are on my desk.
Okay,
Just
well,
get
this,
your glasses
I don't know,
for
we might
you,
need to
Earl.
unhook now.
I can get to the let me just say part.
Again, this was not a surprise that you were going to be on.
Well, it was a surprise that I was going to be expressing an opinion that would be written in front of me.
I'm not sure that anything is written.
Didn't you see what Mark did for us? You should have been prepared.
I did. I thought once was enough.
All right, now please stop delaying.
Okay, do you want me to read this very slowly or
Yes.
energetically?
Oh, just a normal, whatever your tone would be.
Let me just say, being in the bullpen with Matt and Nick has been easily the highlight of my life. There are no two greater individuals working in the industry today. I also want to say that you both have been role models to my children for years and years and years, and I just want to take this moment to say thank you for being awesome humans.
What? Again, a complete surprise.
Yeah.
But you are welcome.
As a father and a husband,
Kind words.
that means a lot.
And you've
Kind
seen how
words.
well my children have turned out.
Means a lot.
Kind
So,
words.
Man,
I tell you
Earl,
what.
Thank you.
On that note, that's it.
I feel like you ended
We're
there.
done here, huh?
That's it.
I'm off to
Oh,
get
I
some
can
Brewer
tell.
gear.
Another session.
Yeah,
of the
no,
bullpen.
don't mess with the streak if you haven't. Yeah, we're good.
The shorts are okay.
You're fine. If you haven't been wearing it, don't start now.
Go Brewers.
You bet.
Go Brewer.
Have a good one.